What's going on, guys? In this video I want to show you guys how, if you're not using a higher time frame for confluence and to kind of gauge where the market could potentially be going, you're doing yourself a huge disservice. Now, I trade prop firms, I trade futures, I use higher time frames to give me ideas that I can kind of enter into trades on a smaller time frame. So on the left hand side of the screen, we are looking at a 1 hour chart. On the right hand side of the screen, we are looking at a 5-minute chart. Now today we had a triple top, a triple wick top. If you look here, I had it marked out 22,137. If we broke that, confirmed, held, and pushed off, I would be looking for longs. But one thing that I do want to kind of show you guys, again, if you guys are not stressing patience, okay, especially in these markets. Now, we have to really slow down here and think about what's going on in the world. Everything going on with Iran in Israel, along with what our stance is going to be, along with other countries. There's a lot of uncertainty going on in the market here. The market did a very, very good job today trying to hold itself up. I mean, again, it's not like we're just sinking and pushing new lows and new lows and new lows. We're actually looking pretty good. As the market's opening up here, we are sinking as we speak. I'm watching the markets right now at 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. They just opened back up and we are getting a nice little sell-off here. But let me kind of go ahead and go into exactly what I'm talking about. Now, if you guys want to get information intraday, play-by-play, day-by-day, trade with other traders, right now, Evolution Traders, if you've been on the fence, it's 50% off. It's a hell of a deal. You get access to everything, including courses, including live trading, including a great community, educational videos that are not on YouTube, all for 50% off for 1 year. Now, if you look at the overnight lows, okay, so we had a clear drop again going into the London session, right? And then we held once and twice, and then off the New York Open, we kind of bounced. And you can see here, 1 rejection, 2 rejection, 3 rejection, all sitting right around 22,137. Now, in this particular case, what you would be waiting for here is on your smaller time frame. Now, let's go over to the smaller time frame. You guys can actually see there's this gray box that I'm kind of highlighting. I think you guys could see it. I was watching this area here because as we came down into those overnight lows, we had a nice bounce. However, this bounce did not reclaim 20 SMA. It did not reclaim VWAP. It did not reclaim a previous swing high, okay? This was kind of indicating to me that the price action was still weak. Now, we broke through those overnight lows, okay? Now we have a pivot point. This candle right here at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time, the low price was 21,989. As soon as you break through, right, kind of sweep that liquidity zone there, you break through, you bounce, you put in a lower high, you're still being pinned by supply. As soon as you confirm 21,989, you are going short. And I had a very, very good day in terms of prop firm trading. Normally, I'm walking away with $200 to $300 in the bank, but I just kept getting setup after setup after setup today. And again, did I follow my rules completely 100%? Absolutely not. I overtraded like a SOB today. But we made about $1,100 on our Apex PA account. So I'm okay and happy with that. Again, I'll let one of those days slide where I overtrade as long as I'm building up the P&L, okay? I don't like overtrading when I'm losing money. But anyways, as soon as we break through this 21,994 area, that's going to be your entry. 989 happens right here at 1045. Now, this 1045 5-minute candle goes all the way to a low of 21,940 from a price of 989. Guys, we're talking about over 30, 35, almost 40 points here in one 5-minute candle. You would have never known to kind of take this trade if you were not watching your higher time frame, if you did not know what the overnight low was from London. So again, I recommend running these two charts side by side, a higher time frame with a smaller time frame. That way you can kind of see what's going on here on the higher time frame. Where are some of my macro levels intraday wise on a higher time frame? And if those levels get broken, top side or downside, potentially I might be interested in taking a trade, right? So you can see here, once we broke down through, we retested, flushed again. You can see here I was on complete scalp mode. I still have a trend line here, a little bit of a flag pattern where I scalped this short. Again, if you kind of look at this trend line break from 939 all the way down to 919, you're talking about a 20-point scalp there. Again, I didn't catch full 20 points. I was looking for 5 to 15, 5 to 10 points on my scalps, getting in, getting out. You can see here, this hammer candle sort of signified that there was a little bit of a low. We did bounce, right? So look at the breakdown of the overnight session and look at the bounce right back into it. Perfect break and retest, followed by a little bit of a continuation into the close there on that sell-off. Again, guys, if you want to get, be a part of the community, the link's down in the description box below. I would love to have you guys, again, 50% off for the next 2 people that decide to sign up. Apex is still 80% off. You guys can use code DAnthony. And again, please use those higher time frames. That way you guys have some great levels to trade intraday. I'll catch all of you guys on the next video.